Hello, friends. I'm Irfan, and I bet you will do lip sync like this today. Let's play this.
Get up, Toti. I want you to run.
Are you ready? Let's jump in. Lip sync is a very hard thing to do, even for experienced animators. For me, I'm working for 15 years in animation industry, and I still struggle sometimes. The key is the workflow. There are many workflows to do lip sync, but today I will share with you my workflow which I use to do lip sync. To get the audio, I use 11-second club, and this 11-second club is super good if you want to practice your animation, your acting skills. Every month they have competition. You can download the audio and you can practice your acting skills. For this example, I'm using June competitions audio, and we can get the transcript over here. You can download the audio from this button. Let's click over here. I already downloaded that, and you can see the transcript over here. We will not animating this 10 seconds for this training. We will only get the chunk of that. The next step is really feeling that audio. Hear that over and over again using your headphones and try to shoot a reference. For me, I'm using this shortcut, which is a free software. You can use any editing software, and you will try to shoot your reference. You can use your webcam, you can use your camera. Just take the headphones and then listen to that audio and shoot yourself. This is 2 to 3 seconds of clip. I don't want you to go for 10 seconds at the beginning. To start learning, the less is more. So let's play that. English is my second language, so for me, matching these lip sync is super hard. So I have to try over and over again, maybe 10, 20, 30 times, maybe more, to really match the timing of the dialogue, which is super hard to do because most of characters, sometimes they speak very fast, other times they speak slowly. So you have to match your lips in such a way that it feels like you are speaking that line, and try to feel the emotion. After that, I just export that video. I will go into advanced setting and I will export that. I will export into MP4 format. You can use any editing software and export that. And also I will export the wave file from this editing because I'm not animating the 10 seconds. So I will take that wave and save it on my computer. Now the next step is setting up the Maya scene. Right now, I already referenced this rig, which is downloaded from this website over here, cgterran.com, and this is a rig character, free Maya character rig. You can just put your name, your last name, email, your phone number, and prove that you are not a robot, and you will get the email with this character. This character is super helpful to really practice 3D animation, acting, and all the fun stuff. So let's go into Maya. If you don't know how to reference, it's very simple. Go to the file menu, reference editor. You will right click, go into file. I already created a reference, but you will have that empty reference window. You can just right click here, go to the file and create a reference and point out where this file is saved. Like over here, I pointed out this path and I'm getting this one. Sweet. So you will get this character into your Maya scene. Before doing anything else, just go into the animation preferences and double check you are on auto tangents and your timeline is looking good. You are 24 frames per second, and check all the settings from here, which is very important before jumping into the animation. You don't want to animate on every frame or 60 frames per second. Try to be 24, which is ideal. Awesome. So let's try to create a camera which is only focusing on his face. So I will go into the panel. I will create a new camera and let's go to his face. The focal length is too shallow to really, see the distortion happening. The fisheye effect is happening. To change the focal length, I will select this camera over here. I will type focal length to maybe 80. And now he is looking much reasonable. Let's lock this camera and now go into the view, image plane, and let's import images. I will paste the path over here, and here we go. We got these images, and we will go into the attribute editor. We will say, okay, this is image sequence, and we will see the images are here in the background. Now we will just change the scale of that image sequence. So I will go down there. I will press Ctrl and left click, and then I will drag left side, and same for the offset. I will press Ctrl and I will offset that, scale it and offset it in such a way that we are getting a nice position. Let's close that, and now we get this image sequence. To get the audio, we will right click here, go to the audio, and we will import audio. So I'll type the same path and I will import this audio. This audio is from 11 Second Club, which is 10 seconds long, and this one is the edited one. I use shortcut software to edit that out for the audio. So this has audio over here, and this is my video, and I try to export it as a JPEG. While exporting JPEG, I just press underscore and 4 hashtags, because most of time Maya wanna have 4-digit number at the end to import image sequence. You can always export your move file, and you can load that movie file by using the other option. Let's try to figure that. So we will go into them. So there are two options in the viewport menu. One is import a movie, and it can import .move file, QuickTime file, or MP4 file if you have codec installed, or you can import images. In this case, I imported images, and I make sure that it is saved properly. For audio export, I use WAV format and then export that file. Sweet. Let's go back to the timeline, right click audio and import audio. You can always drag and drop into Maya scene. So let's use this audio over here. Let's summarize. We imported the audio, and then we use the image sequence. We go into the view menu, image plane, and then import these images. And over here we can always offset. Let's say when we play on the timeline, I want you to run. So I have to scrub that my timeline and double check if the timing is right or not. I feel like my reference is a bit delayed, so I can always offset from here. Let's try to offset 3 frames. Maybe 5. This is much better. Awesome. So let's try to make our timeline until 73 frames. And we are all set. There is one thing to keep in mind while you export. Make sure you are exporting your image sequence in 24 frames per second. If you are exporting your images in 29 or 30 frames per second, that will not match with Maya timeline. So this happened with me many times. So make sure you are exporting your images in 24 frames per second. Okay guys, we are ready. Are you ready? Are you already downloaded the audio? You shoot your reference. Are you prepared to do the animation? If not, you can pause this video over here. I can wait while you pause the video, and you have to do everything with me. Let's animate together, guys. Go ahead and come back. Okay guys, are you excited? Let's begin. Okay, without further ado, let's begin. Let's press space. I will go into perspective view. I will press space, right click perspective, and I'll go to his beautiful face over here. We don't need these extra controls, so let's select these guys over here and try to hide that. Let me turn these guys off and these on. And now I will try to select all the controls I don't need and put them in the layer. Name that layer as hidden controls, like a hidden magic. So we will only need these open, close and all that. We need tongue, but we don't need these body controls for this. So let's select these guys and try to hide that as well. I hope there is a visibility on off control in other rigs, so you can use that as well. And cool, yeah, that is enough for our lip sync assignment, right? Maybe I can zoom in a bit more here. Let's zoom in a little bit. Cool, awesome. So let's lock that and let's begin. Cool. Let's begin, guys. Okay, so I will just go through and try to analyze my reference and memorize, okay, which is coming first. The E shape is coming first, so I will select these guys and then key over here. I will see the shape before is somewhere here. So this is E sound. Let's try to make that. I try to preserve the 0 0 position as well. You can preserve it over here for later use, but let's try to block out the main shapes first. So this is the E shape. The jaw is open. I can always use angle key to really go back and forth to flip out and really see the difference, guys. So over here my lips are a bit closer, so I'll bring these guys closer, and I have a bit of opening in the mouth. And then we will go to the next one, E sound. You can see the corners are going up and wide, so I will select these guys and bring it up. We can open a bit more. Something like that. Don't worry about the teeth yet. We will make it appealing later, but it is all about flipping and double checking which thing is moving first. For lower lip, I will try to shape in such a way that we have nice and round shape for lower lip. For upper lip, it should be tight enough. It can be a bit straighter. Lower will be much rounder. Maybe a bit wider. You can also see the asymmetry is happening in the face. You can add it right now. Maybe you will move this guy a bit more, and this one is a bit less. Cool. So let's select these guys, press S, T sound, get. So in this one, I will close the mouth. The tongue should come out. So I will select the tongue control and try to bring it out. So maybe I need to go into perspective view. I will press 4 and try to select the base joint over here. And then bring it closer to have sound. Almost there. And I will just go back and forth. I will analyze what is happening into my mouth. The corners are coming closer. Even the get, I think we are too up. I will bring it a bit down. Yeah, the jaw is closing. maybe a bit something like that. For E sound, I think we need the lower teeth as well. We can bring them up. Our other thing is to close the jaw a bit. So let's select the teeth control, and yeah, we bring them overall a bit up. And we will keep them up for other shapes. So I will just copying the same position and try to paste them on the previous ones. So I will key everything, select all, key that, and get the sound. So this shape can be rough. We don't need to make them super, final yet. So as you can see, I can go back and forth and really double check. So this one will not go up but closer. So let's go to the next one. Get up. There is a sound, but it is very small. We can miss that. But the important thing is, this one. Get up. So I will select this default shape. I will put it here. And now I will just flip and double check what is happening. So this shape is already good. Maybe I can go a bit up for the jaw. I think translation is, we can do that translation, but rotation is the best thing to do. So I will add a bit of squash here. And then these guys, work on these to have nice squash in the mouth. And about the corner of the lip, they are getting closer. Let's move these guys up. And there is also lip zip if you want to use that. This is nice. Yeah, it will try to zip them together even though the jaw is opening. The lips are zipped. It is a nice feature to have. Okay, let's select these guys, press S. O sound. O is coming here, so maybe I will go a bit one frame earlier and then make the O shape. Same, I will copy this default position and I will start from here. So they are coming closer. It should be open a bit. We can flip and check if things are moving as we wanted them to move. Let's zip it a bit and have this O sound. The lower lip is much active lip most of the time, and we can open that up like this. And we can also hide the teeth. We can do it later. To, and then T sound, and then E. Let's hit the E sound first, which we already have that. But I wanna, because we are practicing, let's start from the 0. So T. Let's have the E shape. The lower lip is looking bad. We can work on that one. It is always a good idea to start from 0, from default, and then flip it. Like over here, we can see nice narrow mouth. We can make it more narrow, bit of zipping. Yeah. We don't need the zip here, but we want translation. And maybe, yeah, we can go up because this is unappealing to show lower teeth. Yeah, let's bring it up. Try to have nice round shape for the lower lip. Cool, not bad. So let's save that pose. And we are staying this E shape for longer. And then we go into A shape. Right? But before that, let's try to add this T sound. As you can see, we are already very close to what we want to achieve. We can always use the previous one if you want to use that. But for now, I feel like it is much achievable by having a nice in between. So let's try to open it up. We can flip that. What is happening? The jaw is not moving much. And we're having nice, zipping happening. Let's try to zip it. The corners, they try to zip. We can now use the lower one to have nice shape for the sound. Yeah, that can be wider a bit. Awesome. So let's select these guys and we will just select these by like shift and then left click, drag that, right click and tangents, go into the step mode. Get a O sound. Not bad. Okay, so this part is done. So let's move to next one. This is the blocking. Again, this is not a polish one, so this is blocking for the first part. So let's move to the next one. So let's have this shape, key that. I will start from 0 pose, default pose. So it should be, we can open a bit more here. The lower lip has a weird shape here, so I will try to have nice round shape for the lower lip using these detail controls. This can go closer, and this is super weird, so maybe I try to flat the upper lip a bit. Maybe can move it a bit up to have upper teeth a bit, and we will see if it is working or not. Maybe it is not working. Instead, we will bring the teeth down, and we can do that totally. But sometimes we not try to move the upper teeth much, guys. So I'm super cautious while doing that. The lower teeth, because our lower lip is so active and our jaw is opening and closed, we can totally compensate through there. Cool. Okay, let's save that. So V sound, this is very close one, so this is very narrow. Let's try to get the default shape, and I will flip through and really get the shape we need. So overall, I feel like we can move a bit down. So for V sound, I think it is very close to I want. It's not V sound, but more like O kind of sound. I want W. Yeah, this is almost W. We can say that. So we can have that W sound here. Let's try to zip tie these guys. Some people don't prefer having zipping. It don't help much in some rigs. In this case, we will get benefit of that. So this nice W sound. Cool. Nice W shape. A sound, but more like dense kind of shape. So let's go back and then flip that, and we can see there's not much jaw happening, but most is coming from the lips. We can add a bit of jaw though. We can always try to use the old shape we just created. So like this one, this is very extreme one. So maybe I can use that and close it from here. We can modify from here. Because this A and E, they are meeting with each other. Like this A is going into want wide shape. Yeah, the jaw is closing. Want the sound is coming. So let's close that. The lip corners, they are getting closer. Jaw is closing. O sound. We can pick the one we feel like is closer. Copy that. Paste it here. Yeah, almost there. Let's save that. R sound. This is almost A, but the tongue is rotating with that. Tongue is going up. Run. So I will start from the default. I can do that, but I will find the closest shape. Almost maybe this one for run. But now I will try to modify that after seeing my reference. So it will be much closer. And the tongue will do the job. For R sound, the tongue will go up, run. So I'll select these guys, rotate it. And some people don't even animate the tongue, which is a bit, it's okay because the rendering lighting will make shadows inside the mouth. The rendering lighting that will make shadows inside. So yeah, so let's try to bring the tongue up. That is the N sound, the R, and then A. It's very close, so maybe we can use the same shape here. Jaw is opening, and we will flip through because lips are not going that wide. And for R, I think that we can have a bit of zipping, or the other solution is we can bring this lips up to have nice, close shape around the corners, because round shape is not looking that nice. So maybe I'll just use the zipping instead. Bit of zipping for R. And we will try to find better. I think the upper lip should be much rounder, and the lower lip can have a bit of compensation happening for sound. And then we will go to R. Go down. Okay, so let's select this, and then no, run sound. So let's try to close this guy. I will go to default pose and then try to find a nice shape for run. So it will be not closed, totally closed. It will be a bit open shape. But this one is a bit weird, Lower lip should have nice shape. So there's also expression involved, like he's worried. So I'll love to do one thing. I will select all the teeth, like upper teeth and lower teeth, and I will move them in such a way that we are looking much of the upper teeth. Because I was shooting the reference from the high angle, my lower teeth are much visible, but it is unappealing in this case. So let's move these guys. Maybe I'll just break the connection. Just select from top to bottom, break connection, and press S. Now this will help to make the teeth visible all over the shot. So let's select these, and then we will double check if there is any shape left or not. So this one is feel like he's smiling, but he's not smiling. So maybe we'll try to figure the better shape for this one. Yeah, maybe something like that. He should not feel like he's smiling or he's happy, but he's worried about the guy. Cool. Okay. Sweet. Double checking if we are missing anything or not. These shape, I don't like them enough. But this is blocking, like I said. Yeah, this is blocking. So maybe we don't need to go that down. And let's open it a bit like this. Yeah. Cool. Awesome. Let's go into timeline, double click, right click, and stop. Cool. Let's turn off these nub curves.
Get up, Toti. I want you to run.
So this is blocking for our lip sync assignment. So this was our first pass, very first blocking pass for the lip sync. And let's jump into the fun part, the polish part. So let's go into show menu, turn on the curves. I will go into the shading and I will try this flat shaded. I'll really have a look on the geometry. So now I will select these guys, these controllers other than the mesh, and let's focus on very first part of the lip sync. Let's go here. I see my mouth is closing here, and then we go into here. So let's double click on the timeline, right click, tangents, and make it auto. So I see that I have a breathing in the very beginning. So let's try to open his mouth, or maybe we can have this smooth shape. I will select all the controllers and I will go at 7th frame. I will middle click and click on frame 1 and press S here. Now we got this nice mouth open shape. Let's try to have a nice rounded lip shape here. These zigzag lips, they're not looking appealing at the moment. Cool. So let's select this and I will copy this pose to first one. Let's delete this one for now. This is a nice breathe. So jaw should open a bit, and then it should go into the get up shape. So let's open a bit of mouth here. It is too close. It should open a bit here, and then let's have a lip zip happening a bit here. Let's move this guy up, have a nice G shape here. Let's bring that up and up. Cool. This is a very nice G shape. And then we will go into the E shape, okay? You can see that this shape, G shape, is a little bit like, staying there. And then suddenly it's popped into E shape. So it means we have to hold this shape a bit longer. So let's grab this keyframe here and key over here. Let's try to favor this pose, the previous one. So I can just copy paste here, and then let's try to have a bit nice, flip that over. Very nice compression happening. We can see where we're going from this shape to that shape. So let's close a bit of jaw here. Maybe no, the snap is on. I will double click on the rotation and I will make sure the reset tool is on. I will reset that. Now I have nice rotation. And then we go into E shape. Sweet. Okay, let's go into Windows, Animation Editor, Graph Editor. I will put that Graph Editor around here. Let's close this one. I will sync it with the time slider and Graph Editor, so I can select these guys from here. So I will select from here and I can polish that. So I always try to sync these Graph Editor and timeline display. Sweet. Okay. So let's close that for now. So I see there is a E sound happening, and he said get up. We don't need to hit the A sound because it is a fast dialogue, and A sound will come up automatically. Main thing was to really hit E sound. Jaw is closing here, as you can see, to really sell the cat. So let's try to close that, and I will go into Graph Editor instead and try to key here, press S, and then move this a bit up. And same for these guys. These are traveling very fast. The upper lip is moving too much, so I will select these upper lip controller from here, and I will try to bring them a bit down. Even this one is a bit too high for upper lip. Over here the jaw is opening. Let's go into rotate X, and I will try to open that. The jaw is still opening here for A sound. Cat. And then it is closing here. So here we can keep the jaw here. We don't need to do that. So it will be a little bit of hint that it is favoring with the previous key. And then it is suddenly closing. The overall shape is changing a bit too fast. The jaw is closing too fast. So let's try to ease out the jaw, because most of the time when jaw open, it can open early in a fast way, but when we close the jaw, it should not close that fast. So I'll bring the jaw up to have a nice compression here for the up. As you can see, my jaw is still closed. So I will key here. I am just trying to cushion the jaw, something like that, and then it will start to open. So right now the jaw is a bit too poppy. I'm looking at my reference and just double checking, eyeballing. And then we go into E sound. We can close the jaw a bit. Yeah. Cool. So that was jaw open and close. Here is a nice detail here we can add. I will key here to have a nice breathing happening. And then it is closing. And now I will work on these in and outs, the corners of the mouth, to make them nice and flowing from one pose to another pose. So I feel like we can start moving towards E sound, but maybe this is too much. Add a bit of lip zip. Same for this one. Nice corners of the lips. Right now the upper lip is moving with the jaw, so we have to be mindful if we wanna go that high or not. So I will try to favor here with these shapes because they are going to next pose. Maybe this is too much, so let's bring these guys down. And this one also is too high. Let's bring it a bit low, because when we widen our corners, We cannot bring them up. We just stay in that area. We cannot go this. This is bad. Don't go over here. Just make them white and in a nice range, but don't overdo that. So we want to hold this shape a bit longer. So let's bring the upper lip down for this shape. I feel like it's too high. And we don't want to have this, this moon shape. It's bad. So we have to be mindful. This is a bit tricky area. The corners, they are moving too much. So we will key here. This is translate X. You try to favor the previous position. So as you can see, I'm polishing. I'm trying to polishing the lips while really finessing them. So these are coming a bit too early. So let's favor that. So what I'm doing, I'm just selecting these guys by left click dragging, and I'm using the middle mouse and shift to move them up. Maybe these are too narrow. Yeah, this shape is a bit weird. Maybe the upper lip is moving too much. The main idea is to keep the upper lip moving, but less than the lower lip. So I'll try to move it in such a way that the lower lip should do most of the work. Nice compression here. There's a bit of asymmetry. This is too big shape. So let's try to favor that. I have nice arcs for the corner of the lip. Bring it up. Yeah, bring them up. We have to hold here because this translation X is a bit too much. So let's try to hold that. Let's bring these guys down here. Yeah, this is too much. Even sometime I try to copy that over here. So let's try to select these and then middle click and then I will just do a bit of finessing from there. So this is because this is very minor movement, and most of the time we go into one shape and we hold there a bit. We don't always move our lip. We go into one shape, we hold there, and then we move to the next one. So I will work on translation X first, and also I will double check the Y. Yeah, look, there's a lot of weirdness happening here. We don't need to widen them up yet. This is too much. And let's try to ease into E sound, right? And I think over here the jaw is too flat. And I feel like the lower lip is also moving weirdly. Let's make nice E sound here, E shape here. We can even select these guys and we can bring them down. I mean, overall, we can select all of them one by one. And most of the time I do create selection set for these selections to make things easy, you know. This will go a bit up. Yeah. The jaw can go a bit open and then close. Let's bring it up. Yeah, nice and round lower lip. Yeah, the jaw is stuck here. Let's move this a bit. Cool. Let's click on the obscures. Let's try to play that.
Get up, Toti. Get up, Toti.
Yeah, not bad, right?
Get up, Toti. 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 Get up, Toti.
Awesome.
Get up, Toti.
So this is our, not polish phase, but spline phase for the lip sync. And let's move to the next chunk of lip sync and try to tackle that. So over here we have a nice hold happening here. The jaw start open. So let's try to add a bit of detail here. I will make them auto. I will try to have some life from here. So maybe I'll get to 22 and then I get to 22nd frame and click over here. Hold that a bit and add a bit of life here using graph editor. So maybe it will open a bit here. And these corners can have a bit of life. I will go to y-axis. As you can see, these are flat, so let's try to have a bit of something here. Should not be, dead. Go to your X, bring them in, and here jaw start to open. So I will select this guy, and as you can see, there is my jaw is a bit try to having a breath. So I will copy maybe this frame, double click here, and then try to open that. When the jaw open, I will try to bring the corners in, or you can try out. I had a bit of life. Not bad, huh? Cool. Let's get to the next chunk. And this is very nice A sound. Even though the dialogue is not start yet, we should have a breath, before speaking. We have to gather a bit of air into our lungs. So let's try to copy this frame and have it over here. On the jaw open, we can bring the corners in. Nice R sound. So he said I will. Let's try to play that to really get the understanding.
I want you to run. I want you to run. I want you to run.
So I is very important because I and R, they are covering each other. And the W sound is very important, like want. You can see I'm stopping, I'm holding that W sound a bit more. So let's try to do that. I will double click tangents, right click tangents, and then go into the auto mode. We should hold here. So I will just middle click S. And add a bit of life here. It is very easy. Just go into graph editor after selecting the jaw and try to avoid these flat tangents. Try to avoid them. Good, good, good. You can see that we have nice movement here now, nice life. Still the pose is holding there and we have a bit of life, which is nice. And I can see my jaw is closing and the teeth is going up, even though lip is same. So I will try to apply that here. Yeah. So let's go into the want. I will close here. The jaw will get closed. But the lower lip will try to, open a bit. It will not close yet. So jaw is closing first, but the lower lip is a bit down. Maybe I'm pushing a bit more, but yeah, you can see the effect as we see in the reference. We have nice delay in the lip now. And let's go into the perspective view. And let's try to hold this tongue for want. Want. Let's copy that. The lower lip is a bit too much here. So let's select these controls. Yeah, now we can have a bit of life here. Want. So maybe we can add a bit of corner, nice corner, or maybe I think we can zip a bit. A little bit of zipping is enough. Oh, this is nice. We go into O shape, so we can close the jaw a bit. Let's favor the translate X here. Same for this guy. Try to favor that. This is hitting the wall here. So let's select these guys and try to manage this sudden, pop. So I will add a nice ease into this position. Let's double check our Y. Same for the Y. We can have a nice, ease is happening. Yeah. can bring them up. Same for this one, we are polishing a bit here. Yeah, we will go into Translate X for the lip corners. Glad we have nice ease in and ease outs from there. You can see that there is the corners, they are staying there in the O sound. So I'll just key here, try to move them a bit closer. Here as well. And the jaw is opening a bit more. It is super, easy. We just work on the jaw, open, close, lip in, out, up, downs. And close a bit here. Want. Close a bit more. Close a bit more. Close a bit more. You will hold here. Okay, guys, we'll go to the run. Okay. So maybe I can select these guys. Press S, and this hold this O shape. Nice hold shape. Maybe this is these keyframes. They are nicely apart, so we can just select this one and move it to really have that O shape. Even more, we can hold them a bit more here, and then we will go into run. Maybe we can delete this key. Or let's move this one here. Maybe a little bit earlier is nice. Yeah, the jaw open is a bit too harsh. Let's bring it over here. Cool. The close is super jarring. So I'll just move this guy over here. You can see there is a bit of nice, opening happening. So nice breathing. Yeah, right. I'll add a little bit of that, not too much. Working on open and close. Nice moving hold. Will be super cheesy. Let's play that from here.
I want you to run.
Nice. Maybe the lip up is a bit too high, and it's weird when I bring them down. Yeah, we can bring them down. They look much better, right? Want, yeah, put it down. Yeah. Let's try to polish that here. These are nice. So just like now, I just decided, okay, we can change the height of the lip, and we can always have different choices, choice A, choice B. Let's do that. It's not working. Okay, let's try this thing. So it's all about animation. There is no formula, guys. No formula. You can see, and you're already, oh, what I'm doing right now. Don't worry. And the things come step by step. Just start with the process, and you will have a sensibility which will tell you, okay, do this or that. Choice A, choice B. So you can always try different things, right? And this thing come with the experience, guys. It's not easy. Animation is hard. It is not easy. Yeah, this is not a good shape here, so maybe I'll try to bring them closer. These are bouncing a bit more, even for the Y. Yeah, as you can see, Y is not working at the moment. We can have a nice, movement for the lip. Always study the reference. Always study the reference. Don't do things and don't ignore the reference, because the more you follow the reference, the more realistic and real it will feel. Our mind is so crazy, guys. It will not tell us the right things. We will do things we imagine, and our animations suck. It don't look real. It can look animation-y, like it can look very nice, smooth and cartoony and more like animation, but you cannot feel the emotion when you when you try to ignore reference. So always try to be true with the reference. You can polish this one. Nice. I can just double check the Y for the other lip, and I will try to do the same for that. I don't wanna, one lip is going up, another is going down. Is not a good thing, guys. So let's bring this lip down. Try to mimic what the other lip is doing. This is too low, and the other key is around here. It is okay here. We don't need to be offsetting all the time, but try to match, not to 100%, but try to be, be consistent. Yeah, as you can see, feel like this lip is going up a bit too much. It look weird, huh? Let's move this a bit down. Yeah, maybe a bit down a bit. Yeah. And we can come in and out here. Eyes opening, so as we can go closer. Wider. Bit of life. Maybe this is a bit too harsh. We can keep going onto this one. Yeah. Let's turn that off. Double click. Let's save that, guys. Did you already save your files? If not, please do so. Let's play that.
Get up, Toti. I want you to run.
Cool.
Get up, Toti. I want you to run. Get up, Toti. I want you to run. Get up, Toti. I want you to run.
Let's turn off this flat shading and then smooth shade all and then do that.
Get up, Toti. I want you to run.
Let's go into the perspective view. Let's see what's happening here. The shapes can still improve from perspective view. This is nice, not a nice shape. The teeth are too bad, so it comes to when we animate from camera, the lip sync might change totally to have nice and appealing shapes. And in future we can learn about that, how to lip sync for the camera, and it will be very funny, because From camera you will have nice and beautiful shape, but if you go to perspective view and see other angles, they are not good. So for now we will keep on the frontal angle. So let's summarize what is the important things we learned today. We learned about the shooting reference. We pick audio from 11-second club, and then we have a very small chunk of that audio, and we put it in the editing software. We turn on our camera, and then we act it out. English is my second language, and it took time to really sync my lips with that audio. So I will try my best to do that, and then I will export my JPEG or movie file from there, and plus the audio, and then I bring it in Maya. We will make sure the frame rate is same, like over here it is 24 frame per second. When you export from the editing software, try your best it is 24, otherwise your images will not sync properly. And after that we tried to do our blocking, and when we did our blocking, we tried to really understand where are E's, where are P or B's, O's, U's, W's, where is jaw open and jaw close. And when we play this one, the jaw is, if I select the jaw controller and I go into rotate X, you can see the jaw is not opening at the same intensity all the time. There is jaw open, but sometimes it is bigger, sometimes it is smaller.
Get up, Doti. I want you to run.
So the jaw should look nice and fluid, and the corners of the lip are very important, guys. The O shape, O, the corners are going in, and the corners are coming out for E shape. For A, the jaw open and the corners go in. So whenever you move the jaw, these corners, they are moving. Plus the height of the lips. Our lips can, they are flexible. The upper lip is less active. The lower lip is much more active. So we will try to keep these things in mind, and we will be good. I hope you like this tutorial, and if you want to see more about lip sync, you have to follow me, and you can message me. And if you have any question, just message me. I'm available here. So I will try my best to give you the right answer based on my experience. I cannot be 100% right all the time. I'm human. So I have experience of animation, and I will try my best to help you. And see you in next one, guys. But wait, before leaving, you want to show your animation, your lip sync, the very first lip sync? If you follow this tutorial until now, can you show your lip sync to me? I will be happy to watch that. I will be happy to see that. Okay, guys, have a good one.